What up, group? Welcome to Alliance Wars Season 33, War number 3, where x5e goes against Space Force. Now, this was a fun war for me because a fun season so far. Because that's where every single war so far, I've been given different attack team. It's quite fun to just have a variety. Now, I used to always be the Ghoster, or the Herker, or just Quaker. But it's fun to just have different variety. But anyways, it was a close war. It was a very close war until it wasn't. As you saw in the previous picture, it was 5-5. So any death counts. Now, I was given the opportunity to do my fights after the global was down. I think all 4 of my defenders I was against are global defenders. So it helped out a lot. And just so you know, I wasn't the last one to move in the battle group. For those who are saying that Coop is always so slow and the last one to move, I was not. There was someone else. But anyways, it's the next morning, and like I said, it was close until it wasn't. And we had a very substantial lead, and we had all of our bosses down at this point. So I'm like, you know what? I'm boosting up. I personally just don't want to die in war. I'm going to try and be deathless in x5e. I'm going to try my best. So I'm putting on a few boosts here. I put on the Odin pre-fight on this fight, so I can have some buffs for Rich Get Richer and Path 8 later. And I put on a White Magneto in this fight, so that I can always parry this guy, even when he's unstoppable. So yeah, I actually didn't know that the White Magneto pre-fight made it so you can parry this guy when he's unstoppable. And I learned that in this fight. And just so you guys know, this is probably the hardest fight of the whole war for me. And you'll see why. My goal was to not get stuck in the corner. I didn't know I can parry there either. So I'm like, alright, I can parry with unstoppable. Cool. This is kinetic transference. Anytime he hits into my block, he gains power. And I have an invuln on. So my goal here is to not lose it. And that was very risky to counter his heavy with my heavy, because he has a quick heavy. Right there, I'm going to try and just throw my special one. I gotta get out of the corner. I need to get out of the corner. Because from in the corner, he's just gonna hit my block and throw specials over and over. And that's all she wrote. I'm not getting any bleeds. I'm getting like barely any bleeds. Pushing him back. I want to get a poison on. Didn't work. I thought that hit me for a second. It didn't. Didn't get any poisons. I'm like, are you kidding me? Come on, poison. Okay, we have 3 bleeds. If I can parry him here, nope, he throws a special one. If I can parry him here, I can get a poison. Nope, 1 bleed. I'm like, dude, this is taking so long. I have an invuln boost going. I want it for the next fight. For the Kingpin. That's what the fight I was most worried about in this whole war. Not this fight right here. And there goes 2 hits of my indestructible. I have 1 left. Okay, I finally got a neuro on. Gonna push him back. Got 2 neuros on. Awesome, got some poisons. Cool. I'm gonna bait special 2. Whatever, not gonna bother. He's dead. Man, that took a minute and a half longer than it should have taken. It should have been a 10-second fight. Alright, on to the second fight, Archangel versus Kingpin. This is on Vivified, where you get 100% more combat power rate. Gonna put on a White Magneto pre-fight, for 1, for more attack bonus, and 2, so I can always parry this guy. Gonna quickly heal up. I was in a rush, so I just put on the level 5 war potion. I probably could have easily done 1 level 4 potion easily, but it's fine. I got 1 minute left in the invuln. I'm like, crap, now I gotta use 2 invulns this war. If this first fight was a quick fight, I could have used just 1 invuln. It's fine. So, the cool thing about Archangel is the more debuffs on the defender, the less chance that they can purify a debuff. So, he started with 2 rage debuffs, and I put on 2 bleed debuffs, which means that he no longer was able to purify any of my debuffs. Oh no! The reason I took a deep breath there is, alright, I took a special 1 to the face. There goes my invuln, but I did not get degened. So I felt really lucky there that a special 1 did not degen me, because that would have taken a lot of health away from me. I'm up 94% health. He's down. That was the fight I was most worried about. He's down in less than a minute. On to the next fight. Can I still have my invuln properly still? We'll see. I'm going to put on my White Magneto pre-fight for the Black Panther Civil War, because if I parry him without White Magneto, I will get reflex stunned, and from there it's just not pretty. But I have my Odin pre-fights already set on my Archangel, so this is a Risk Get Richer node, and it means that whoever has more power, or whoever has more buffs, gets 12% of bar power per second. So it means I'm going to be getting a lot of power, which is nice. Not that I need it, because this goal is just parry heavy, but I also need to watch out for defensive ability accuracy reduction, DAR. It should be DAAR, but whatever. I don't know how to spell. But the more buffs he has, the less chance I have to parry, which you saw last war when I had magic versus Venom. So I didn't know if I was going to get any parries. But you know what? Let's just parry heavy and just assume I'm always going to get my parries. I was backing up there because I didn't know if I get my parry or not because he had 2 buffs on him, which means 20% less defensive ability accuracy reduction. But it's okay. So I'm backing up here. I'm like, you know what? This fight's over. Just throw a special one. He's running at me. Not sure how I whiffed, but it's fine. He's dead. I actually did not put an inbound on for this fight or the next fight because I just was so confident. I'm like, you know what? If I die, we're so far ahead. But I have Archangel. I have Norseman Archangel, whatever you want to call it, with Odin. And it should be really easy. It's parry heavy. As long as I get my bleeds on, I put 4 to 5 deep wounds for these fights. I turned off my Mystic Dispersion because I have no Mystic Dispersion or no Mystic Defenders. Only Mystic thing I use is Black Widow Clairvoyant in Alliance Quest, which I don't need. It's always nice, but I don't need Mystic Dispersion. I have 4 to 5 on, so I just switched it and flopped it for deep wounds. But anyways, we're so far ahead in this war, and I felt so confident. So I'm like, all right, easy war, let's go. Just parry heavy this fight, throw a special 1 if I want. Bait special 1, maybe not. He has 3 neuros on, cool. Do I bait special 1 again? Not going to, whatever. He's at special 2. It's going to turtle up, hold my block, and special 2, he's done. So 1 item used this war. Probably didn't need to use it based on how the rest of the war went after that juggernaut, but pretty simple. There, Mad Dog's like, good job, Coop. I'm like, all right, yeah, buddy. Felt good to solo fights. There were 4 fights left of the whole war, which I believe Worm, who was one of the summoners in the Summoner Showdown, he was the last one to go. But he destroyed his fights, and we ended up winning this war. The Space Force fell apart, but it was a pretty good war until it wasn't. Like I said, it was super close. It was 4-4, 5-5, 6-6, and then they started dropping attack bonuses over and over. But yeah, 4 fights this war, 1 potion used, which means 13 fights total this season so far, with 3 potions used, with 1 potion not needed I used. 2 wins and 1 loss, and Archangel is now the head attacker of Alliance War Season 33. Now, the leaderboard normally comes out after 3 wars, after the first 3 wars of the season. So this should place us in Masters, the fact that we're in Tier 1 and won 2 wars. But we have 9 wars left to go. So hoping we get some fair matchups, not matchups against the number 1 alliances. Although if we are in number 1 spot, it'd be fair to be matched up against number 1 to show them who's worthy of number 1. We are. Anyways, clearly we have a very scary defense. This is the second war, which we got over 20 kills. And even I got 2 kills. I love seeing when my defender gets kills. So yeah, it's great. But anyways, thank you for coming to this war video. Looking forward to the rest of the wars this season and us kicking butt. This is Coop, sign off. Happy gaming.